tell me about the poetry. Like, again, there are listeners who have businesses or want to have businesses that aren't necessarily what one would consider poetic. No one goes into ice cream thinking it's poetic, and yet somehow you made it poetic. How? What do you mean when you say that?
That's interesting. So I could answer this from a whole bunch of points of view. I think about poetry a lot. I read poetry. Unfortunately, I don't write it very well, but I incorporate the sort of method in everything I do, and which is to me, it's about removing excess. Anything that you're doing that is even one drop too much is taking um, emphasis off of where you want the focus, whether it's personally for you or for someone else. So I think that way when I'm creating an ice cream, if there's anything extra here, it's taking focus away from what we should be, what we want people to taste and experience. The same thing is true when I write the sides of the pints, which I still do. If there's even an extra word, even if that word is something like and, if there's an extra word, it's taking emphasis off of what we want you to experience. I think the same thing about color, maybe what I'm wearing, maybe what I'm doing. I just think about that. I mean, it's casual, but I just want that. The other thing, when it comes to business, which I have so much fun with, coming from art, and when I think of art, I think of communication and expression. So that includes poetry and music and all sorts, and of course, painting and illustration, which is where I came from. But um, the word creativity also means, one of my definitions of it is efficiency. And poetry is efficiency. It's an efficiency of resources. And that literally is the definition of business. The definition of finance, for instance, could be, or even
Mm.
business, could be removing complexity. And so, what we want to do as poets, telling these stories, is get those stories across in the most efficient way possible. Anyway, so I think about it a lot. It really is almost a lens through which I see everything.